So, so how are you doing?
Let me knock on some wood. I'm healing. I'm better. I sort of use as the canary in the coal mine, my voice as an indicator of how am I doing this? And that went through some changes since the end of my treatment. Um, do you guys slate these or date these
Well,
podcasts or?
I hope we'll get this thing out soon, but today
Okay.
is Friday, October 24th.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, treatment was about 8 weeks ago had ended, but I was told that not to skip around yippee skippy at the end of treatment, thinking that that was the end of everything. I was told that treatment was like a really bad sick sunburn, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, in a bad sick sunburn, you have the effects later." And I still looked at the doctor like that, and he said, with a bad sick sunburn, think of your treatment, the end of your treatment, as you folding up the umbrella and leaving the beach. So it's the waiting later, through the next batch of weeks later, that the voice gets affected and your swallowing is affected, and so many other throat things, because it was a throat cancer I had. It was tonsillary, and I'm happy to talk about it because it
Sure.
was HPV based, which we can actually avoid nowadays, not by any great religious don't have contact with people thing, but by having a normal life, but getting the vaccine.
Mm.
You guys are probably too old, but if you have kids, get them to have that vaccine, the HPV vaccine, and you can alleviate a lot of this. And so there was a lot to deal with in the midst of that healing, and the
Mm.
voice came and went, and currently it's in a state of came.
Mm.
I've been singing really well the last couple weeks or so, but previously to that, it was rough. I was warming up starting at 2 in the afternoon, and then going to the gig and warming up at the gig, same warm up, and then getting dressed for the gig 45 minutes before I go on stage, and then going for a run. And that was the only way to have a voice.